Standing array of
don't forget who the champ is in this bitch now. Don't forget.
Caleb, you
Heel move.
You've been on
You was
this.
an honorary weight division. I was at 160 all the time. You was at 168. You is the champ, though. I gave you a prop. Damn, I gave you a prop. I see your belt. I like your belt. No, I'll call you the champ. Let's say what's up, champ. You deserve to be called the champ. You did exactly what you did. Come on, bro. Hey, don't let his energy feed off on you, bro. It ain't. Don't do that.
Don't nobody give me gas still.
Yeah, what you mean by energy, bro? Like, you shut up, bro. What you
Caleb,
talking like that, bro? Don't do that, bro. Don't do that.
let's allow Caleb to have the floor as he's colliding against Armando Reséndiz. You're defending your interim WBA Super Middleweight Championship of the World. Caleb, what kind of statement are you looking to make? I mean, obviously you have the co-main event of Super Middleweight Clash as well, but what kind of statement are you looking to make to showcase to the rest of the division about truly how much Caleb Plant continues to evolve?
Yeah, like I said, I'm looking to put a show on Saturday. You know, I know it's a big moment for Armando, but this is a big moment for me too. And, you know, I got a lot on the line. And he may have nothing to lose, but I have everything to lose. And I keep that in mind when I'm training, when I'm running, when I'm sacrificing. So I put in a lot of hard work. I've sacrificed a lot this camp, and it's going to show on Saturday.
You have done very well in your career, incredibly well, being a world champion, reigning WBA super middleweight champion. But that hunger, where does that come from? Because you are very well off and live a phenomenal life with your lovely family, but where does that hunger come from to continue to compete at this level? You've been fighting and competing for 20 years.
Yeah, you know, I think not just in boxing, but in a lot of sports, a lot of athletes care more about the money and the fame, and you know, obviously money is important, right? You got to provide for your family, and if you're good at what you do, you deserve to be compensated at that level for it. But that's not like what makes me tick, you know? I'm a competitor, and I'm a winner. I've been a winner my whole life. And regardless of whatever money I've made or accomplishments I've done, that's not what wakes me up in the morning. It's to continue to cement my legacy and just see how much I can run it up until my time expires and it's time to, you know, ride off into the sunset with my family. And that's not anytime soon, but until then, I plan on keeping my foot on their neck.
Caleb Plant looking for the 24th win of his professional career for Armando Resendiz. This is the biggest opportunity of your career as you look to realize a lifelong dream and become a world champion. How excited are you for Saturday to go and try to shock the world against Caleb Plant?
Bueno, Armando, tenés la oportunidad de tu vida acá. Flan dice que él tiene todo que perder, bueno, no tiene nada que perder, pero vos cómo enfocás a este gran desafío en Las Vegas frente a todo el mundo.
Exactamente así, yo no tengo nada que perder, al contrario, tengo mucho por delante con esta oportunidad, entonces voy a salir a darlo todo por mi familia. Ayer acabo de anunciar la noticia de que voy a ser papá, voy a ser papá primerizo, entonces tengo una razón más por salir a luchar este sábado en la noche, entonces veo la oportunidad de mi vida ahí y la del futuro de mi bebito.
Caleb, you're absolutely right. I have nothing to lose on the ring, but I do have something to fight for because I'm going to be a dad for the first time. I announced it yesterday. I'm going to have my first kid, so that's cool.
Congratulations to Armando Resendiz, future father. Well, we have to, you know, Caleb Plant, you are a father. You're also, and your lovely wife, Jordan Plant, is expected. So congratulations to you as well. So two fathers that will be colliding. We'll get back to you, Caleb. But for you, Armando, you have a lot more to fight for. Does that mean we are going to see you start quickly from the outset?
Bueno, con toda esta emoción que viene de pelear en esta cartelera, en el evento principal, ¿vamos a verte salir con todo desde el principio, siendo agresivo?
Yo voy a salir a seguir las indicaciones de mi equipo, de mi coach. Vamos a hacer lo que tengamos que hacer para conseguir esa victoria y obedecer, disciplinarme, obedecer a mi esquina.
I'm going to listen to my corner. I'm going to be disciplined. I'm going to do whatever it takes to win. But also always listen to my coaching and being able to do what I know I have to do in order to obtain that victory.
Caleb, this guy is going to come at you typically in his fights. He likes to come forward, throw big power shots and try to get his opponents out of there. Do you like the fact that this guy's not going to be hard to find on Saturday?
Honestly, it wouldn't matter. I feel like at this point in my career, I'm a complete fighter, and I showed that in my last fight, whether it's on the inside, the outside, the mid-range. I can pick and roll. I got good legs, good feet, great defense. I got a great team. So wherever he decides he thinks he's going to take the fight, we're going to be right there with him, but levels above. So that's the plan this weekend. We're going to show him there's levels to this.
Armando, how do you find a way to upend the great Caleb Plant?
¿Cómo se hace para encontrar la manera de superar a Caleb Plant, un campeón que ya ha pasado por 1000 batallas?
Bueno, las cosas se van a ir dando. Yo creo que las cosas se van a ir dando a la hora de la pelea. Yo creo que tenemos una buena estrategia, una no, muchas. Entonces, vamos a salir a darlo todo. Principalmente eso, ¿no? Ustedes saben, yo salgo a dar guerra y si se me presta la oportunidad de hacerlo, lo hacemos, damos una guerra y si no, buscamos la forma, pero tengo que salir victorioso.
The fight will show me how I have to offend him. But in the end, I have a lot of different strategies, not just plan A. And if I have to go out there and brawl and be in another war, I will. And if it's a more tactical fight and I have to be more cerebral, then I can do that too. In the end, all that matters is to get that win, period.
Caleb, how much is experience going to play a factor in this fight? I mean, you have been at this level for a long time. You told me yesterday that you've been in world title eliminators since 2017. We're now in 2025. That's 8 years that you have been fighting in huge fights that have massive ramifications.
Yeah, I think experience plays a big factor in every fight, and that's something I've had, whether it's me fighting against Canelo, fighting against David Benavidez, Anthony Durrell, former 2-time world champ, Jose Uzcategui, world champ, Caleb Truax, former world champ, Jorge Medina, who was a tough competitor, that was a title eliminator in 2017. So I'm the biggest, baddest dude you ever fought. Ever.
Dice que eso es
I'm talking to you.
Dice que
Yeah. I'm the biggest, baddest dude you ever fought in your life.
Sí, dice que es el oponente que acá queda, que es el oponente más difícil que tener en tu vida. Dice que le tiene que tener miedo acá a Caleb porque es el tipo más malo, pero malo de que es el más grande que has enfrentado en tu vida.
Uy. Es verdad, es el oponente más fuerte, creo yo, que se me ha presentado en una pelea. Eso representa un gran reto y me pone contento porque es parte de mi sueño, ¿no? Pelear con los mejores. Él es un gran boxeador, peleador de élite. Yo me siento contento con eso y yo ya soy un ganador desde este momento por enfrentarme a los mejores, pero quiero cerrar con broche de oro.
You're absolutely right, Caleb. You're the toughest opponent I've ever had in my life. You're an elite fighter, a world champion. I'm not going to contest that. In fact, that motivates me. I'm already a winner by being able to face off against the best like you. But now it's
You're
not
only a winner
enough.
if you get your hand raised.
Dice que solamente, so what he was saying was that, it's not enough yet, that he wants to cap it off with his hand raised. So, él dice que justamente que no es suficientemente competir, sino que también tienes que terminar con los alzados para ser un verdadero ganador.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
Caleb, before we get ready to let everyone go, but I see how stylish you are. Tell us about the outfit that you have. I see you got the vest, the RT going on. I mean, you're all slicked out. Tell us about the style that you have coming into our first today's press conference.
You blazing. I appreciate it. Yeah, I got a clothing brand, Revenge Store, and got another collection dropping this summer. Motorcycle Club, Life Behind Bars, and there's some pieces from the t-shirt, vest, so be on the lookout soon.
Hey, if you need models,
One last thing, Caleb. I know you mentioned about this year being for the fans. You have a special fan coming out. Caleb, you have a special fan coming out to the fight on Saturday. Can you tell us about what you're doing? And you mentioned, you and your wife Jordan Plant mentioned about how this year is specifically for the fans. Can you tell us about what you're doing on Saturday night?
I wouldn't normally talk about this. I would just bring him out, let him have a good time, but he didn't mind me speaking on it. He may even come out there and say a few words himself, so that's why I don't feel weird about, talking about it. But yeah, buddy Joseph, he's out here. He's in remission from cancer. He's been fighting, and everybody in the room knows what it's like to fight. And we all go through our own battles, and he's up on the scorecards with his right now. We're real proud of him for that, and we support that. So we brought him out. We're gonna be at the fight, chilling with us all weekend, and he's a hell of a guy. I appreciate him coming out here rocking with me, and excited to see him, enjoy the fight. So appreciate you, Joseph. Let's give him a round of applause.
Give Joseph a round of applause in remission. Quickly, Martino needs your assistance with this. I want predictions from all the fighters. We'll start off with our opening matchup, Omar Valenzuela. Your prediction, sir?
Bueno, Omar, predicción para tu pelea este sábado. ¿Cómo te